Hello there and welcome back to my channel. I have Billy on with me for probably the first time in 2 years-ish.
It feels like that.
And I am forcing him to film this with me because a lot of you have asked for a wedding update video, and I was trying to rack my brain and figure out how can I give them updates but do it in kind of an engaging way. So first of all, I had Billy come on with me because he's typically engaging. And second of all, what we are going to do is go through a wedding checklist, which I'll be honest, we have not been using. I give the appearance that I'm organized, and I'm organized in a lot of aspects for my life, but when it comes to wedding planning, I just have not been following a checklist. Honestly, my mom has kind of been dominating most of it, which is fine because I've been busy, but we're gonna go through a checklist and kind of update you all on what we've done, what we haven't done. I'm sure we will probably end this video with a huge list of things we need to do. Let's go ahead and give an update in terms of wedding plans, because obviously right now COVID-19 is still very much a reality and we are supposed to get married in October. So do you want to kind of talk about the plan?
Well, we have, basically a month to make a decision. We have sort of a self-imposed deadline of the 10th of August, so that gives us about 2 months from our actual wedding date. Not sure what else is going to change a month from now, but we're certainly not the only person in that boat.
No, I mean, the reason we're saying we want to make a decision by mid-August is because that's when we would need to send out invitations, and we don't want to send out invitations and then have to cancel after. So in another month, we're going to really reevaluate, decide if things are looking like we're going to be able to continue with the wedding. I mean, right now that's the plan, but obviously things are changing literally day to day. We kind of personally have decided, even if we cannot have the wedding in October, we will be getting married on October 10th, and then we will just have the ceremony next year. So as of right now, we are moving forward with wedding plans, but if we do have to cancel, we're just gonna go ahead and get married. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the checklist. Now, this is a wedding planning binder that I got off of Etsy, so I will link it for you all if you're interested. There are several pages of checklists, and technically we are about 3 months out, right? August, September, October, 3 months. So we should have everything up until the 2 to 3 month checklist done, which I can guarantee you we do not. So let's go ahead and start pre-wedding, set the wedding date.
Well, that's been done for like 3 years for you.
Yeah, I set our wedding date before we were even engaged, and Billy knew that going into it. So he still proposed. Obviously he was okay with it. Determined number of guests.
Yeah, we have a rough estimate.
We're having not a huge wedding, around like 75-ish people. So not super small, but not really big. Create a wedding blog or website.
Thanks to you, we have one.
So I will link it for you all if you want to go and look at it. It's zola.com. Let's see if I can get it from memory. /wedding/Ferré and Emerson. I think that's it, but I'll link it for you all if you're interested. Determine your wedding budget. Yeah, that was done pretty early on, right? Decide if children will attend your wedding. I don't think we ever made that as a decision, but
yeah, I mean, I have cousins that are young.
Yeah, I think we're fine with kids. I would hope I would be fine with kids as a teacher. Hire a photographer for your engagement photos. Do you want to talk about that?
Sure. Well, I planned ahead. I was smart.
Yeah.
You know, obviously everyone knows we got engaged in Amsterdam last February, and I got a photographer from Shoot My Travel, which is a really good website. I think they're in most continents. I know when I was on their website, there was at least 100 places I saw where basically they hire freelance photographers, and we had a young lady named Alexandra. Was that her name?
I think so.
I know it was Alex something.
I think she just went by Alex.
She was great. I, contacted her about 2 months before we left. Alexandra was great. Called me the day before the engagement and the day of the engagement, just sort of. Obviously doing it in another country was tricky, but the cost was pretty reasonable, especially for what we got. Really great photo quality. She spent about 2 hours after the actual proposal walking around the city of Amsterdam with us, and stopping at bridges and coffee shops and steps and anything that might make a good photo. So
yeah, so I'll put some of the photos from our engagement on the screen. Basically, she captured the actual engagement, and then as Billy said, we had time afterward where she got pictures, and it was a great experience, which you all know I knew about my engagement. I don't like surprises, so Billy knew that I wanted to know beforehand. And actually, as we were walking up to the skinny bridge where Billy ended up proposing, I saw the photographer and I knew that that's what she was there for. So it wasn't like a surprise, because surprises are not my favorite. Plan your engagement party. We did not have that.
You can cross that one out.
Yeah, that
Very
was
nice.
not a thing. Okay. Book a wedding planner. We did not do that.
We have a wedding planner.
It's called my mom, yeah. Choose a wedding theme. So we're not really theme people. We don't have a theme, but we do have colors, which is the next one.
The theme is marriage.
Yes, marriage. So our colors, go ahead.
Burgundy, maroon. Some people, think it's one or the other.
Yeah.
Navy, gold. Those are the 3 primary colors. A little bit of white sprinkled in.
Create an initial guest list. We did that. I think originally you and I each had a notebook and we just like wrote down all the people, and then we consolidated it into Google Sheets and a spreadsheet. Consult with parents about the guest list. Yes, because I think we both had people that our moms wanted to invite that we didn't even know who they were, but fine. Bridal party, choose the maid of honor. So actually for me, it's a matron of honor because mine is Bridget from the Letter Classroom and she is married. Choose the best man.
Yeah. Best friend from high school.
Choose the bridesmaid. So I am also having as bridesmaids Billy's sister and one of my good friends from college, Jane. She actually lives out in Texas. Choose the groomsmen.
I have a cousin, another friend. I don't have any brothers or anything, so.
Choose the flower girl. So this is a story. We're not gonna have a flower girl, at least at this point, because we don't really have any, well actually we have one young girl in our family. It's my cousin's daughter, but she was crying hysterically at the last wedding she was a flower girl for. She was traumatized by it, so that was a no-go. But we do have a ring bearer.
Who may also be the flower girl. We're kind of working that out.
Choose a ceremony location. So this just goes with like the venue in general, because we're having the same venue for the ceremony and the reception. So we knew we wanted to get married outside and we wanted to be by the water. Not necessarily on the beach because that's messy, but we wanted to have water in the background. I grew up on a small island in the Chesapeake Bay and Billy grew up close to the water, so I think that was something important to both of us. We're getting married at a place called Kurtz's Beach. It's in Pasadena, Maryland. So we have the outdoor ceremony, so I'll go ahead and check that off. Book the ceremony seating, that's already included. Book portable toilets. There's toilets inside, so no. Book the PA system, so once again, don't really need that. Our DJ is gonna take care of that. Book and pay for permits. We didn't need any permits. Obtain instructions on what can and can't be done within the ceremony location. Our venue has been very clear on that. Pay deposits, that's done. Decide the time of your wedding ceremony. So we are actually having them move it up. I think originally it was supposed to be at 6 p.m., but we had them move it up to 5:30 because I want to make sure we have enough light afterward for photos. So that is done. Okay, reception. So the reception is indoors. I absolutely love the room for the reception. So quick story, Billy and I had looked at, I don't know, 2 or 3 other places for wedding venues, and when we pulled into Kurtz's, I said to him, if we really like it, are you willing to go ahead and commit now? And he said, no. He said, I wanna look at other places. I don't wanna make a decision. We left Kurtz's Beach and...
Are you sure that's how the story
That's
went?
exactly how the story went.
That's a little revisionist history,
No.
I think, on your part, but that's okay.
So we left the venue and Billy's like, yeah, we can book it. Like, this is what we want. We both loved it. So we have a reception location. It is outdoors. Tables and chairs are already included. Table linens are included. Kind of flatware and glassware, that's all included. Plan for decorating the reception area. My mom's been taking care of that, so check. Plan for parking, they have a parking lot. Electricity power, no. Lighting, no. They do have uplights that we're gonna be using, and actually our DJ has some uplights as well, so that's all good. Have a wet weather backup plan in place. We do have that. Do you wanna explain?
Very important. Well, I guess there's a couple options. One would be just moving the ceremony into the same area as the reception.
Yes.
But our venue also has a second room that's obviously indoors they can actually have 2 ceremonies going on at once or 2 receptions going on at once. If that is available, which I think it is, we could always just use that second room.
Attend local wedding fairs. Yes, we did that. Source and book a minister or celebrant. We have a officiant. Is that the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have an officiant. Design the order of events for your ceremony. Yes. Choose the music. Oh, actually, I forgot to tell you. So
Wow.
our DJ, his name is DJ Tones. He's a local Marylander, and I guess he was trying to email my mom, and I think my mom's been having issues with her email and she wasn't responding because I don't think she was getting the emails. So he was very resourceful and he found me on Instagram and messaged me, which I appreciated. He sent us a thing for music that we have to fill out with like song choices and all that. So,
We'll do that.
so I'll say yes. Choose musicians for the ceremony, DJ. Choose and book the caterer. It's done by our venue, so don't have to worry about that. Choose meal style. So we are doing a sit-down plated meal, so that's done. Decide on whether to include appetizers, hors d'oeuvres, antipasto, finger foods. Yes, we have
You got
that.
so Italian on me.
Choose starter menu. So our menu's already done for the venue, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's done. Dessert. So dessert, the only thing we're still deciding is whether we want one big cake or we want a small cake to cut and cupcakes. But we're gonna do it based on price, whatever is cheaper. All right, decide on wedding cake design. We've looked at pictures. Like, I'll check that off. Decide wedding cake size, however big it needs to be for 75 people. Choose the cake layers. We need to probably work on that. So I'm gonna highlight cake. So cake layers, flavor, icing. We've tasted cake. We just haven't decided on anything. Oh, hello. Wedding photographer and videographer, check. We are using a company called Once Like a Spark. They basically kind of like Shoot My Travel. They hire freelance photographers. So they're in all different areas across the US. Hello. So I was able to look at local photographers and choose from the ones that work with them. So that is done. Choose wedding rings. We haven't done that. I mean, we already know what I'm getting basically, but we haven't chose Billy's. We've looked at pictures, we just haven't decided on anything. So,
Mine's not quite as important.
well, I know it is. It's equally important.
Really?
Yes.
Equally?
Yes. Choose and book musical entertainment for the reception. So yes, we have a DJ. Shop for the wedding gown. Yes, I've had my dress since last April-ish, I think.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, it has. Shop for wedding gown accessories. I still need my veil, so I will highlight that. Choose shoes. I do have my shoes for my wedding gown. Choose maid of honor dress and bridesmaids dresses. Yes, we have done that. Choose groom's tuxedo colors. So actually, you know the colors.
Yeah, we know
Okay.
the colors.
Choose ring bearer outfit colors. I don't think we really care.
As long as he's wearing clothes, we'll make it
Okay,
work.
but I'll highlight that. Choose a florist, yes. Choose the bride's bouquet. Basically, yeah, we've gone through that. Maid of honor bouquet, that we have not done. Choose the groom's or groomsman boutonniere color. I think
White,
right?
Yeah.
With maybe a touch of like the maroon color, so okay, check. Decide what will occur during cocktail hour. Music.
Yeah.
Grazing table, finger foods, and drinks. Okay, so now we are at 9 months prior. Purchase ceremony decorations. Well, we need a sign. I'm gonna highlight that because we did talk about having a sign about like turning your phones off. So that needs to be done. Decide who will be walking the bride down the aisle. My papa. Decide the order of the procession. Who will go first, second?
I think we've already decided.
Yeah, that's good. Decide on additional ceremonies. Oh, so this is that whole like sand, unity candle, all that. We're kind of between a few different options. We've thought about the sand, and I thought it would be cool to take sand from where I grew up and sand from where he grew up and like join them together, but that still is a work in progress. So decide on additional ceremonies. Decide on bride's transport to the ceremony. Car,
yeah. Horse and buggy.
So basically, by the venue, there is this house that the people who own the venue own, and so we are renting it for a few hours beforehand to get ready, like the bride and bridesmaids and all that, and it's right around the corner from the venue. Groom's transport. You have a little cottage.
I do have a little cottage, complete with a TV and no dog, apparently.
Yeah, there was like a dog's bed, and Billy got really excited. He's like, "Oh, is there a dog?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, he won't be here when you're here, so that was kind of sad. But it's right there at the venue, so we don't have to worry about that. Decide on guest table seating for the reception. That we have not done. And that's a big one. Decide on table configurations and seating arrangements. That's all done. We might have to space people out more depending on the circumstance, but begin to design and decide on reception decorations. So we've done most of that. Like we've done the flowers, we've done the lighting. We're not having buntings or balloons. We will need like a welcome table, I guess. Begin to design and decide on table decorations. That's all done. We know exactly what we're doing for that, and my mom's been getting all of that. What kind of bar you'll be having. So we're gonna have like an open bar, but I think there's a capped amount, and then after that we can decide if we wanna keep it open bar or go to cash bar. So that's done. Choose the bride's wedding accessories. So I have everything but a veil. Oh, and jewelry. Okay. Choose the bridesmaid's wedding accessories. I'm kind of leaving it up to them. My mom told me the other day that I should probably choose earrings and buy them earrings. I bought their dresses for them, but I'll also buy their jewelry. So I need to do that. You need to choose the groom's wedding accessories.
I do.
Yeah, so you need yours and the groomsmen. Ring bearer's ring pillow. I need to do that. I didn't know there was a big selection of ring pillows, but I'm sure there is. Okay, my wedding hairstyle. I already know what I want. My maid of honor or matron of honor and bridesmaids, I'm letting them choose what they want. So choose a makeup artist. That I need to. Well, I think your mom's lady does hair and makeup.
Oh,
So that might already be done.
Okay.
Vendors. Begin to examine wedding photograph styles that you like. We've been doing that. Complete a checklist of wedding shots you would like to be taken. We probably should do that. I think actually the photographer has sent us something. We just haven't done it. Source a location for wedding photos. That's already done. View sample wedding videos or wedding clips. I've done that. Make a checklist of video clips you want to be included. I should probably do that. Finalize a guest list to send out invitations to. That's done. Compile a list of addresses for your guest list. That's done. Choose save the dates design. Yes. Write them and send. Check. Okay. So now we're on the, oh wait, there's another one. Oh, I thought that was the last one.
Lied.
Oh man.
Lied.
Oh, okay. One more. Decide on style invitation. We still have to do that. Stationery supplier. So I got the save the dates from, I think it was Basic Invites. I looked at like minted and theirs were beautiful, but they were more expensive. I think it was Basic Invite, and I'm just gonna get the invitations from the same place. Print invitations and reply cards. Have not done that, so we're gonna highlight that. So head table seating, is that us?
Yeah,
we're
the
okay.
head table.
Okay, so that's check. Decide on children's table placement. No,
sure.
I guess. Table entertainment for children. Okay.
It's exhausting.
Going through this. Okay. Guest book design. Okay. So I've picked out a guest book. It's like a globe, and you have hearts that they write on and they go in there, and it says our adventure's just beginning or something like that, and it's gold and white. I just have to order it. So I've decided on it. I just have to order it. Okay, wedding cake. Purchase and order wedding cake topper. Need to do that. Cutting knife and server. Need to do that. Book the hotel for after the ceremony. Is that for us?
Yeah.
We have a hotel for family, but we don't.
We haven't decided where we are sleeping.
Okay. Book honeymoon. So we've chosen the location. We haven't booked flights, right?
No, we have not
Okay.
booked flights.
So we need to book flights. Book accommodations. Is that like hotels?
That's done.
I think, okay. Check. Purchase, update, check passports. That's fine.
Passports are fine.
Book additional tours and events. No. We need to do that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Visit with a dermatologist. That's not gonna happen.
You're supposed to visit a dermatologist?
I need to be introducing exercise or yoga into my routine.
Well, that's already done.
Minus the yoga. Limit junk food and caffeine to reduce bloating, and I need to take multivitamins.
This is an insulting. Excuse me.
Okay, well that's it. Now we're at 2 to 3 months prior, which is where we are now, and I'm tired, so we're not gonna go any further. Let me stop.
Okay.
So that is it. As you can see, I feel like we've done a lot, but there's a lot of details, I guess, that we haven't gotten to. But then again, a lot of them I'm just like, I don't know. I don't really care. I think my mom is very particular about things, so she's caring a lot about it. There's details that I care about. I care about having a really good photographer and videographer, because that's important to me. I care about having good cake and just food in general, and I cared about the venue. and my dress, but those are all done, so yeah. Any final thoughts you want to add?
Let's just hope we can go through with everything.
Yeah. But regardless, we will be married on October 10th, 2020. We just don't know if we'll have a wedding, so. And then he will officially be Mr. Pocketful Primary. The shirt's technically been a lie for the past few years. But I really hope you all enjoyed this wedding update video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you do not miss any future videos. As always, thank you for watching. I love you all so much.
Don't forget to put your positive pants on.
And we'll catch you in the next one.